Hello YouTube, hope you're all well and welcome to Sparrow's Blade Games. Let's explain the rules. I can only use a Cyndaquil in battle, I can't use any items but I can use held. I'll use PHM Pokemon to progress, but I can't use any exploits or cheats. Let's dive in. I use the Pokemon randomizer to switch out Torchic for Cyndaquil. This gives me or rival Marshtomp. In my mind this will make it more of a challenge. For the Zigzagoon at the start, I use Leers and Tackles for a very easy win, and here's our stats at the end if you're interested. I get to mate or rival at level 7 and I crit with my first tackle and a few more take Mudkip down. Let's skip to Roxanne, the Rock Gym leader. I try at level 16 and I can't even get past the first Geodude. Time to grind levels. I sped up this footage in the woods and not before too long I hit level 20. Let's try Roxanne again. I start the battle with Ember and I'm not even getting Geodude to half health, so not a 2-shot, this doesn't bode well. I take it down eventually but I'm hurt, the second Geodude takes me down easily. I come back at level 23, critting Ember on my first attack, one-shotting Geodude. Great start. I 2-shot the next one and now it's getting scary, it's Nose Pass. But lucky for me I end up burning her with Ember, or so I thought. We get incredibly unlucky at the end due to Roxanne using a potion. Rock Tomb finishes me. Okay, level 25. Both Geodudes are simple enough with Ember dropping my HP down to 44. Nose passes back out and I try Smokescreen to lower accuracy. I take a big hit off Rock Tomb, making me think I can't win. My Ember does almost nothing and Rock Tomb misses me. Hit Ember again and Rock Tomb misses me again. She heals off an Orange Berry. Again I hit Ember, she misses Rock Tomb, my next Ember burns and drops her to red health. Now I think I have a chance. She uses Rock Tomb dropping me to 15. Then she uses Block, opening up the door for me to get the finishing blow. That was brutal. Let's skip ahead to me or rival. Through Embers and Mudkip not knowing any decent moves, I win quite easily. Let's get to Dewford and take on Broly, the fighting gym leader. At level 27 he stood no chance against me until Makihita used Reversal, which dropped me down to 8 health. And a final Flame Wheel takes him down. Skip to the next fight with me on Route 110 under Cycling Road. This becomes a mismatch. At level 30, Slugma before going down uses Yawn most of the time, putting me to sleep for Marshtomp. It's all over at this point because he has Mudshot, which is super effective. Let's time to grind. At level 33, I wake up quick and go into Marshtomp in decent shape. He drops me to 8 health and I get the final blow. I can now progress. Finally. Wally outside Watson's gym is absolutely pointless. Let's skip to Watson, the electric gym leader. At level 35 he was a pushover, I spam Flame Wheel and it's all over. But I do drop to 3 health in the process. I couldn't decide what move to replace Swift with, so swiftly moving on. Hi Mum and Dad, I'm on the TV. Let's move on. We are now in a travel heavy point of the challenge. Get various items and face as little trainers as I possibly can to make it a bit more of a challenge. Eventually I hit the summit of Mount Chimney and let's take on Maxie, the Magma team leader. Mighty Anna cuts our attack from the start. I open with Flame Wheel, nearly one-shotting. He uses Bite, heals with a super potion, and then I take him out. Camerupt is out, and this is scary. He has Magnitude, a terrifying move if you're a first form starter fire type. But he only uses Tackle for some reason, and I get a win. Easy. I skip ahead to Flannery, the fire gym leader. I'm level 42 and our first Pokemon is Numel. I take her out in 2 hits of Flame Wheel. Slugma goes down in 2 hits as well. I then went to war with Camerupt. We take hits back and forth until she uses Attract. Look at how many times I can't attack. This is going to be a serious brick wall. I then get took out with Overheat. I try this a few more times and I get a run where I spam Smokescreen, but her Attract eventually still hits. I get so lucky with my moves hitting, and now Torgal is out. Sunny Day is on, which can be a double-edged sword here. She uses Attract as well, but I still get the win. Now then, which fossil should I take? Decisions. I'll take the Claw fossil. Thanks a bunch. I now train in the desert to level 46 to get Flamethrower. my most powerful fire move I can learn by level up, and my last one I can learn. I set sail to Petalburg and go and see my dad, Norman, the normal gym leader. It's a one-shot sweep with flamethrower until slacking a few more flamethrowers later gets me the win. Back to the travel, I eventually get to the Weather Institute and take on Aqua Admin Shelly, swiftly winning and getting a cast form for my troubles. I come out at level 49, the only Pokemon that puts up a fight is Marshtomp. I still eventually get the win, but it takes a couple of tries. I skip ahead to 4-3 and take on Winona, the flying gym leader. But the minute Altaria comes out, she earthquakes. This caught me off guard and takes me out easily. I try this a lot of times in the hope to get some luck. Eventually I get a run where Earthquake doesn't take me out. I drop her and move on to Skarmory and Tropius, which were one shots with Flamethrower. I mistakenly thought you could go straight to the Magma hideout after this. Oops, I feel foolish right about now. I haven't played this game since the early 2000s, so please cut me a break. So I fly back to 4-3, head to Mount Pier, clear out Team Aqua, and I forgot I had Pokemon with me for this double fight. I used Defense Skill with Mal, which was pointless facing level 30 Pokemon at level 8. I hope this keeps the integrity of the run intact. I skip ahead to my last rival fight, May, at Lily Cove City. I one-shot Tropius with Flamethrower, and Slugma goes the same way. Marshtomp eventually goes down after about 4 hits. I almost forgot Ludicolo, but it's a one-shot. Team Magma time again, and I cleared the hideout and face leader Archie again. Mightyena lowers my attack as normal, and I one-shot with Flamethrower. Cameron's out, but now he knows the Earthquake, which is brutal against Cyndaquil. Eventually we take it down, but Crobat outspeeds us, fainting me. Back to training up levels, and I get to level Blank Space. Blank Space? Why haven't I put the level in here? It's on screen right now. Apologies. I also learned the TM for Dig, a desperate swing of fate because Earthquake will still hit underground. Groudon awakes. I get back to Camerupt and use Dig. As I'm underground, he uses Amnesia. We hit a Dig, survive Earthquake, he heals, then we hit Dig again for the KO. Then I outspeed Crobat eventually and one-shot with Overheat, eventually winning this abysmal fight. I clear the Aqua hideout easily, so let's skip ahead to the Psychic Gym, and I genuinely forgot you needed 2 Pokemon in your party for this. So I grab one and come back. I know even being 19 levels higher, I stand no chance. Psychic and Earthquake along with Calm Mind are too strong of a combo to deal with at the minute. So I leveled to 65 and tried it again, and it's not happening. So I hunt the game for rare candies that you can get within the game, so it's within the rules, and grind some more until I'm level 76. Let's try this again. I still fail loads, but eventually I get a run where I barely hang on and defeat this brutal fight. This took me hours and many attempts to win. Let's dive into Team Aqua and awake Kyogre. Archie was an easy win at level 77, let's move on. This, on my Game Boy Advance SP back in the day, made me fall in love with the Pokemon games. This is why I've chose to start with Emerald for my first challenge. I absolutely love it. 8th and final gym time. Juan, the water gym leader. He starts with Love Disc and I one-shot with Return. 2 more hits take out CeeLo. Wishcash only uses Amnesia, so 2 shots of Return take it down. Crowdown is one-shot with Fire Blast. Kingdra nearly takes me out, but 2 hits take it out, netting me the final gym badge. Wally on Victory Road was easy, he's just really bad, isn't he? So let's start the Elite 4 at level 87. Number 1 is Sydney, the Dark Trainer. I sweep his full team except for Crowdown. Let's move on. Number 2, Phoebe, the Ghost Trainer. The only real threats are Dusclops with Earthquake, but she's nothing to fear. Let's move on. Now comes the threat. Number 3, Glacier, the Ice-type trainer. Her Celio is fine, and her Walrein is a brick wall. 2 serfs take me down. Well, this sucks. Let's train some more levels through early Elite 4 members, and before long I'm level 98 and using a Shell Bell. Can we do it? Eventually I get past Walrein with OK health left. Glacier is a one-shot with Flamethrower, 2 shots take Celio down, and Glalie is a one-shot. I can now progress. Number 4, Drake, the Dragon Trainer. This took so many tries because most of the team are super effective against me. Salamence can use Rock Slide, Flygon has Earthquake, Kingdra has Surf, and even on the winning run, after so many tries of this fight, I only won because of a lucky crit on Altaria. Let's move on to Wallace, the Pokemon champion. This fight is brutal. I saved after Drake so I didn't have to do that again. But after multiple failed attempts and lack of sleep, I accidentally used a full restore out of habit and still got smashed. So even with items I'm getting smashed. I restarted after this because it's against the rules. So now I've got a dilemma. So I can't get the extra 2 levels because I saved to max out to 100. I can't try any more TMs or held items that I don't currently have with me. So I kept trying so many different combinations with the stuff I had and realised I can't win this challenge. Even if I max leveled to 100, again, most of his team has super effective moves and we are just too weak. So I was going to end it here, and I thought that my Cyndaquil really deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, and I was really wanting to try the post-match fight with Steven Stone. So I hope you can forgive me, and I know it's against the run and we've already lost. I'm going to use full restores to try and get through this fight and level up the playing field. This still took multiple hours of trying and multiple combinations, but eventually I used full restores where I needed to, but when I got to Gyarados I used full restores until he uses Dragon Dance instead of Earthquake or Surf. I Fire Blast 2 times, taking it down. I get the Melodic, trade blows back and forth, and through complete luck I scrape through a win. So with that, I'm in the Hall of Fame, completing the game, sort of, but we're not done yet. Let's try Steven Stone. I max to level 100 and try this with and without items, and lose every time. His Earthquake users are just too strong against us. I take the hint, I leave him alone, you win Steven, this time. So, outro time. I really hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. I wasn't expecting how brutal this was going to be. I thought, yeah, start with the being a fire type going against a rock gym, yeah, that's always going to be a struggle, and I knew I was going to have to grind there. But obviously as the game went on, I realised that Pokémon Emerald isn't really designed for first form fire types. So it just got harder as it went towards the end. Like the middle of the challenge for me was probably the easiest. Like I got a few gyms where I was just flying through, and I mean I was just barely surviving, but I didn't have to really grind for them, right? But at the end I had to grind, and to try and save some time, just to try and get the video out, I obviously had to hunt down the rare candies, which I hope is okay with you guys. So here's a little bit about me, my background. I work full time in a builder's yard, and I really don't want to do that forever, and I feel like this, after doing my first challenge, is going to be my calling, and I want to have my own show, and hopefully one day I can dedicate most of my time to do this as a profession, and I really feel passionate about doing it. So I'm going to keep doing these Pokemon challenge videos, they're not going to stop. The scheduling is probably going to be one every 2 weeks for now. I'm sorry guys, I really want to make this one every week, but I think the workload is just going to be impossible, especially with other commitments as well as YouTube, which is a bit of a shame at the moment, but like I say, I'm really working on this and I really want this to succeed. So if you guys have any thing you want to say in the comment section, please feel free. If you feel like there's something that can improve this show and something that you really want to see, maybe a challenge that you want to see, or whatever it is, whatever you think can make this better than what it is, because this is a learning curve, right? And it's very small, and I really want to make a really good go of it, and like I say, I really hope you guys are here for the ride. I'm rambling at this point. Thanks for watching this, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to comment on it, comment, feel free. And if you want to subscribe, then that'd be amazing, and it would, honestly, that would make my day. That would really make my day, and it'd make all this effort worth it for me. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you all later. Spow's Blade out.